Hello and welcome to Moo-Scoops Ice Cream. Today we've been asked to help an international company enter the Canadian market with with their new brand of ice cream. My name is Connor O'Rourke and I'm here with my colleague Andrew Faircloth,
Hello.
and we hope that our presentation will educate you on what Moo-Scoops should do.
What is Moo-Scoops? Moo-Scoops is a new brand of ice cream that's being created in Ireland. They're a high-quality product, so they use premium ingredients in all of their ice cream, high-quality dairy, high-quality chocolate, and others. And they're really looking to enter the Canadian market into the high-quality ice cream segment, which isn't a market that's too dominated right now. Only really Ben and Jerry's and Haagen-Dazs are there. So they're looking to take a piece of that market. So when they enter into the Canadian market, they're looking to kind of have the same influence they did in Ireland and move into the premium goods section.
So, what does Moo-Scoops need to do to enter the Canadian market effectively? So, their main goal is to enter the already saturated Canadian ice cream market. There's brands such as Breyers, Chapman's that they need to compete with. And to enter this market, they need to brand itself effectively, and they need to choose a platform to market their product so that Canadians know what the product is and where it's coming from. And finally, we can't help with this, but they need to continue their creation of quality ice cream.
Okay, so the problem statement today. Moo-Scoop's problem statement for entering the Canadian market is how do we enter a market such as Canada with a strong brand loyalty to existing players and gain market share? Canadians are very patriotic and they enjoy using products that are made in Canada and come from Canada. Right now, the really big competitor in this market is Chapman's, who are Canada's largest independent ice cream maker, as well as Scottsburn and Farmers Dairy. So coming into a market like this, where there's already a lot of players and there's a lot of brand loyalty, it's going to be hard for Moo-Scoops to gain some of that market share and play down some of the loyalty Canadians have to these already established brands. So we hope today to answer this problem and help Moo-Scoops enter our market.
So Moo-Scoops needs to have an understanding of the Canadian market that they're entering. Um, Basically, Canadians have their own tastes and preference that can be different in the country, Ireland, that they're coming in from. So they need to be able to adapt and create the most effective product for their new demographic. So the company needs to ask itself, what do Canadians like, and how can we make our product appeal to them? So who will be buying the ice cream? Uh, Moose Scoop should try to focus. What we were thinking Moose Scoop should do is target towards the sports market because Canadians are always involved in sports. They love their hockey, and if they can appeal to people who are watching sports and want to be eating, uh, it'll be most effective. So. The basic understanding of the Canadian culture goes beyond the stereotypes that are portrayed in mainstream media. Canadians are much more than the United States' younger brother or the friendly people who live up north. They're a passionate country and they care for what they believe in. So the company should bring in somebody who understands Canadian culture, somebody who can come in and help them understand what it is to be a Canadian and what Canadians like. Gathering that primary data will help to create an effective strategy to target Canadians with this new brand. So um, they also need to discuss who the competitors are in the market. As we've said, Chapman's, Breyers, and other international ice cream companies are currently dominating the Canadian ice cream market. So they need to figure out a way that they can compete with these other brands and whittle their way into the Canadians' hearts. So, and they also need to understand marketing platforms that Canadians are using on a day-to-day usage, so they can reach their target demographics and most effectively implement their strategies to get their product in the market.
Okay, so what application should a company like Moo-Scoops use? Looking at the demographics and the app usage of Canadians today, Twitter was the first real social media platform that stood out for us. Twitter currently has nearly a one-fifth of Canadian usage on Twitter. So that's a very significant amount of Canadians who use Twitter daily, nearly one-fifth of the population. So using Twitter will give Moo-Scoops the opportunity to move into a social media platform that Canadians have really embraced and use quite frequently. So we think Twitter is going to be a really first good start. The next company platform we'd like to use is YouTube. So YouTube works really well with Twitter. They go hand in hand. Using YouTube is a good way for Canadians to get online and to watch videos, see longer information and media and marketing about their favorite companies, as well as hopefully maybe create some kind of a viral video that will spread quickly and be shared around YouTube to really get the Moo-Scoops name out in Canada. And finally, we'd like to use a sports application. So looking at an application like TSN Go or Sportsnet, this time of year as we're coming into the Stanley Cup playoffs, Canadians are really passionate about their hockey, and we really want Moo-Scoops to align well with the hockey brand. So using an application like TSN Go or Sportsnet will give them that opportunity to advertise to people who are checking their favorite sports scores online through their application on the go, at home, and their tablets. And we really think that's going to be a good way to get Moo-Scoops into the Canadian sporting industry.
So, when we were deciding which application that Moo-Scoops should choose, we decided that they should go for a multi-platform approach. As Andrew previously stated, Twitter has a huge reach in the Canadian market, with 1/5 of Canadians using Twitter on a daily basis. And they also use sports applications very often, as he said, to check scores, highlights, and other information. So we chose to use a multi-platform approach because of the reach that it has. We'll be able to get our message across to a whole bunch of users with a few simple advertisements and a few simple product placements, and it'll reach the demographic that we're trying to get. The main goal is to get Canadians to buy the product. So if we can focus in on and getting even a fair group of Canadians who watch hockey to try Moo-Scoops, and they can recommend it to their friend, and it can grow into something that Canadians know and that Canadians will love in the future, hopefully.
Okay, so why Twitter? So Twitter around the globe has over 232 million active monthly users. So not only are Canadians active on the platform, many people around the world are. So as we've mentioned previously, Canada and Twitter has a 20.8% penetration rate, which means there's roughly 5.6 million monthly active users in Canada. So in a country of about 35 million people, 5.6 million is a significant portion of that. And Twitter's really got that market cornered, and we feel that it'd be really good to get ourselves branded with Twitter. The retweet and trending system on Twitter is really great for organizations to introduce marketing. So first of all, it's really cost effective to get on there. So a promoted tweet can cost between 50 cents and $4, and this can spiral really quickly and grow because of that retweeting and trending system. So if a consumer's online and they see an advertisement or a tweet that was sent out by Moo-Scoops, or linked to an advertising campaign for the company that they thought was interesting, they can retweet it, and that link or that advertising platform gets seen that much quicker. And if this really grows and it moves quickly, the trending system can come into play, where Moo-Scoops can actually become a trending topic in Canada or in a specific region, somewhere in Canada or around the world. So Twitter is a really good all-round application to get people from various different parts of Canada involved in the marketing campaign.
So why we chose to choose TSN's mobile application? The main reason is because Canadians are using the applications for sports on a regular basis. Canadians are really passionate about the sports that they watch, and TSN is a strong Canadian company. So every time somebody goes to view a video or see some scores, they'll either see a notification bar on the bottom with an advertisement for Moo-Scoops, or at the start of the video, it'll play a 30-second clip about Moo-Scoops before the user can watch the highlights that they want. The reason we're choosing to market through TSN's mobile app instead of their TV programs is because it's too expensive to run TV commercials. Moo-Scoops is just trying to enter the market, and they want it to be as effective as they can. But if they pour too much money into this and it turns out to not be a success, they would have wasted all this money to run TV commercials that weren't successful. The application just allows for more flexibility with what Moo-Scoops can do with their money.
So in summary, just to go over quickly why we've made the decisions we have today. Moo-Scoops has to penetrate the Canadian ice cream market, which was, as we've noted, is a competitive market. There's a lot of brand loyalty, and people have their preferences already, and they're loyal to the brands they've got. So in order to overcome this, we really wanted to make sure that we got ourselves involved in the right forms of marketing and got on the right platforms. So that's why we picked things such as Twitter. Twitter has that high penetration rate within the Canadian market. TSN Go and Sportsnet apps really have that connection to Canadians. Canadians check these apps to get their sports scores, their hockey scores, and they feel really connected to these apps and they trust the marketing that comes across on them. And finally, YouTube. YouTube's a great application. A lot of people are on it, and it gives a lot of opportunity for us to take our marketing and let Moo-Scoops have their marketing grow and their marketing seen by more and more people, particularly Canadians. And finally, it's really important that we implement these strategies effectively. So as we stated, we're looking at spending money in the right places. We don't want to overdo it coming out of the gate. And it's really giving us the opportunity to grow and to get our marketing out.
So, although this is the end of the presentation, we did find some alternative options that Moo-Scoops can use, such as guerrilla marketing or a viral video featuring Canadians. So, first, guerrilla marketing was one of our options because it's an unconventional way of marketing a product. We were thinking of doing a blind taste test around the city of Toronto that we would put out notifications through Facebook so users could come and find out where we are. Um, we would also be giving out free samples and coupons to the people who chose Moo-Scoops as their preferred ice cream in the blind taste test. Um, the next option that we were thinking of is using Canadian celebrities to make a viral YouTube video. Creating a viral video is challenging, and bringing in all these Canadian celebrities, such as actors and musicians, would be very expensive. So once again, we were trying to save Moo-Scoops money and use applications that would allow them to reach their demographic, reach a wide amount of people, and be the most cost effective. So we hope you've enjoyed our presentation, and we hope you'll try Moo-Scoops, and it recognizes well with Canadians. Thank you.
Thank you.